important part of the work. A very good morning to everyone present here. I, Dr. Vartika Saxena, Assistant Professor, Amity Law School, Amity University, Madhya Pradesh, feels privileged to welcome you all to the inaugural session of the International Faculty Development Program on holistic approach in higher education, merging innovative pedagogies with interdisciplinary perspective in law, technology, and social sciences. We are extremely delighted by the gracious presence of Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Dr. Dilip Oke, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Maharashtra National Law University, Mumbai, Lieutenant General V.K. Sharma, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Honorable Pro-Chancellor, Amity University, Madhya Pradesh, and Senior Vice President at RBEF, Professor Dr. R.S. Tomar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Amity University, Madhya Pradesh, Professor Dr. M.P. Kaushik, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Research and Dean Research, Amity University, Madhya Pradesh, Honorable Registrar, Deans, Directors, all HOI, HODs, and all the faculty members, along with the intellectual and worthy participants from all over India and around the globe. We feel immense pleasure to have you all as a part of the International Faculty Development Program. Light is not just brightness, it is hope. It clears away our doubts and fills us with optimism. Spiritually, light is the very essence of life, reminding us of our inner strength. It opens new doors and guides us towards fresh beginnings of our journey. With this elevated sentiment as our guiding beacon, let us inaugurate this occasion by illuminating the lamp before the revered deity, Goddess Saraswati. A true academic leader is one who enlightens mind with knowledge and inspires hearts with values. With vision, dedication, and humanity, they nurture future generations and leave a legacy of wisdom and guidance. We feel honored to have such a personality with us here today, Honorable Director Sir of Amity Law School, Major General Rajendra Kumar, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Sena Medal, Vishisht Seva Medal, a alumnus of ILS Law College Pune and University of Pune, got commissioned in the Department of Judge Advocate General of the Indian Army, which is its judicial wing. He was enrolled as an advocate in 1981 with the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Gwalior after completing LLB from ILS Law College in 1980. He completed LLM in 1982 from University of Pune. During his service in the Indian Army, he conducted numerous court-martials, including those of sensitive nature. Sir represented the Indian Army in the Supreme Court and various other high courts of India as well. While serving in the Jammu and Kashmir, including Leh and Ladakh and northeastern states, he also took part in various military operations like Operation Rakshak, Operation Parakram, Operation Javelin, and Operation Orchard. For rendering his distinguished meritorious and extraordinary service beyond the call of duty, he has been awarded thrice by His Excellency, the President of India, conferring on him Ati Vishisht Seva Medal on 26 January 2017, Sena Medal on 26 January 2016, and Vishisht Seva Medal on 26 January 2009. In addition, Sir was also awarded commendation once by the Chief of the Army Staff on 15th August 2008 and thrice by the Army Commander on 15th August 1994, 15th August 2011, and 15th August 2012 for rendering meritorious and outstanding service in the Indian Army. Later, he rose to the highest rank of Major General in the Department of Judge Advocate General and retired as the Judge Advocate General of the Indian Army. Under his able leadership and guidance, Amity Law School is growing by leaps and bounds. His visionary approach and outreach activities give a new way of unique thought process. With this, we invite our Director of Amity Law School, AUMP, for the welcome address. Please, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Professor Dr. Dilip Uke, Lieutenant V.K. Sharma, Aviation, our Honorable Pro-Chancellor, Professor Dr. R.S. Tomar, Honorable Vice-Chancellor, Professor Dr. M.P. Kaushik, Honorable Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Research and Dean Research, Registrar, other faculty members, and the participants who are participating in this faculty development program. I'm very happy to welcome Professor Dr. Dilip Uke. Firstly, because he comes from the same university where I have, in fact, studied, that is Pune University. Of course, I did LLM long back in 82 and law in 80. And Professor Dilip has been the head of the department. He was a teacher, instructor, reader, and head of the Department of the Law, Pune University. Thank you very much, sir, for your gracious presence here on the faculty development program.
Thank you, sir.
Now, at the outset, I'd like to borrow the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, the American philosopher, who said something about the legal education. He said there is no better way to exercise the imagination than the study of law. And there is no jewel in the world comparable to learning, and no learning so excellent as knowledge of law. Law encompasses every individual from birth to death. It is so deeply associated with life that lawless life is not merely undesirable, but practically unthinkable. Pedagogy or learning process in law is slightly different than teaching in other disciplines like science, social sciences, etc. We don't require mathematical niceties in law. And it's not a mathematics, it's a question of interpretation. The statutes passed by the legislature, they are mere skeleton. Flesh and blood are provided by interpretation. For example, Article 21 of the Constitution only lays down that no one shall be deprived of his life or liberty except with the procedure established by law. There are two lines, and books have been written on this article. What does life mean? What does liberty means? So many things. It's a question of total interpretation. And it's not the question of reality, what is correct. How you present the case before the court, how you project your points, that's what matters. And that is what to be taught in the law schools. The bottom line is that we have to teach the students how to read law. That is the bottom line. If they understood how to read law, then everything is over. Judges, they have mastered this art of how to read law, because whenever any case comes to them, which they have not even read that law, for example, military law, income tax laws, but they can't say we have not studied this law, so we can't give judgment. They know how to read it. And that's what we should teach them. Interactive teaching with case flows, latest case flows, creating some sort of interest in the student, curiosity to know. That's what is actually required in the law. I remember when I was doing law in ILS Law College long back, there was a teacher who was expert in criminal law, Vijay Rao Mohite. I'm sure Honorable Chief Guest knows him. He was chairman of the Maharashtra and Goa Bar Council. So some student we joined law, and some student asked him, "Sir, what is advocacy? What is all this? Can you tell us?" Then he gave a very simple example. He says there are two persons. One is dirty looking, not taken bath, dirty clothes. One is neat and clean. Now question is who will take bath? Now everybody said that the person who is looking dirty, he'll take bath. Well, no, why should he take bath? Because he's not used to take bath. They said then the person who is looking neat and clean, he'll take bath. He said, why should he take bath? He's already neat and clean. Then he asked, sir, whatever you are giving different proposition, every proposition appeared to be correct. Then he said, that's what the advocacy is. You have to present different scenario before the court and let the court decide which scenario they selected. That's how the interpretation which come. And law, I said, is not mathematics or science. If you ask a chartered accountant, 2 plus 2, he'll say 4. If you ask some mathematician, he'll say 2 plus 2 is 4. If you ask a legal professional, he'll say how much you want. You're still thinking that 2 plus 2 could be less than 4 also, could be more than 4 also. They don't test the mathematical niceties. They agree with that. But then they test the premises, the definition. 2 plus 2, 4. He says, how 2 plus 2, 4? If I go to pen, you give me 2 pencil. I can't say 4 pen, 4 pencil. So that's what is a learning process in law. And entire thrust area will have to be on the case law study. That's why you see various appellate courts, district courts, high court, Supreme Court. District court finds a person guilty and gives them death sentence. High court says no, it is not a rare case, reduced to life imprisonment. And Supreme Court says not guilty at all. That's what happened in Bombay Blast case. They were found guilty, the accused were found guilty, High Court said no case made out. So it is all question of interpretation. And Supreme Court is right not because judgments are correct. Supreme Court is right because that is a court of ultimate conjunction. There is no court superior to Supreme Court. If there is a court superior to Supreme Court, even that superior court may turn down the decision of Supreme Court also. So all things pedagogy, I will only say, in law is a different ball game. We have to teach them with the help of case law. We have to create interest, different interpretive skills. They must develop how to read law. And both sides, even in moot court also, we say, okay, you will appear for petitioner and you will appear for respondent. Both sides, they argue equally. I remember a case where our panel counsel in Delhi High Court, panel counsel can appear for the government and then can appear for private party also. Now, she was arguing in the High Court about our case that in military operation, judiciary should be slow in interfering because they are sovereign functions and they are taken to protect the integrity and sovereignty of the country. So judiciary should not interfere. About a week back, after a week, she was arguing before the same bench about a petitioner's case, who was who was victim of military operations. He said, this is extrajudicial killing. They killed my husband, and it was not a proper operation, and they didn't take precaution. They killed my husband. I should be given compensation. So High Court asked that advocate, okay, week back you are arguing something different. In the favor of military operation, judicial should not interfere. Now you are arguing something different. Then she says, sir, that time I was arguing for the government. Now I'm arguing for a concerned person. That's why I got a different interpretation. So all I'm trying to say is that it is all question of interpretation, and we have to train our student how to give proper interpretation, how to read law, and with case laws. That's what all I want to say. And once again, I welcome Professor Dilip Uike for having accepted our invitation to be the chief guest at the inaugural session. Thank you very much. All the best. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. Professor Dr. R.S. Tomar, MSc, MPhil, PhD, FRSP London, FCBEES Hong Kong, FICER, FSLSC, FIASC, has served as the Vice Chancellor of IES University, Bhopal. Prior to IES University, he was the Director and Head of Amity Institute of Biotechnology, Dean Life Sciences, and Dean Academics of Amity University, Madhya Pradesh, Gwalior. Sir was founding campus head of Amity University, Madhya Pradesh, Gwalior campus. He has more than 32 years of teaching, research, and administrative experience in higher education and varied discipline of science, including life sciences. Sir is actively engaged in teaching, research, and innovation. His research interest includes nanobiotechnology, microbiology, herbal medicines, cancer biology, animal biotechnology, and environment biotechnology. Sir has to his credit more than 150 research papers published in various national and international journals of repute. Sir has filed 25 patents, of which 22 have been published in the Patent Journal of India. 2 patents have been granted and another 4 are under the process of grant. Sir has published more than 5 books and 35 book chapters, which have been published in national and international, which have been published by national and international publishers. Recently, a book titled Nanobiotechnology, Concept and Application in Health, Agriculture and Environment, edited by him with co-editors, has been published by Apple Academia Press, CRC Press, Taylor Francis Group, Florida, USA. He has delivered lecture in more than 60 national and international seminar, symposias, conferences, and workshops. Sir is a member of various national and international scientific bodies, reviewer and editor of national and international journals. Recently, Sir has been elected as fellow member of Indian Academy of Science, Allahabad, India. We now request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. R.S. Tomar, sir, for his opening remarks. Please, sir.
Good morning, everyone. The chief guest of this faculty development program, Professor Dr. Dilip Uke, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Maharashtra National Law University, Mumbai, Pro-Chancellor, Lieutenant V.K. Sharma, AVSM retired, Pro-BC Research, Professor Dr. M.P. Kaushik, Registrar, Dr. Rajesh Jain, organizer of this international FDP, Major Rajendra Kumar, the Director of ALS, Faculty of Law, and other institutions. Dear participants who are online from various parts of the globe, and my dear students. A very good morning to you all. It is indeed a privilege to address you all in this inaugural session of Faculty Development Program that is focused on holistic approach in higher education by merging innovative pedagogies with interdisciplinary perspectives in law, technology, and social sciences. I extend my heartfelt appreciation to the organizers for bringing us together to discuss this crucial aspect of academic excellence. First of all, I would like to explain something about the holistic education that we are talking today. That holistic education is a student-centric approach which focuses more on growth of personality that is intellectually, emotionally, socially, and ethically. As compared with traditional education, which simply concentrates on cognitive growth and academic accomplishments, holistic education considers the emotional, social, physical, and artistic growth of the individual. The question comes that why holistic education matters. Holistic education, that is higher education, today we are talking, it stands at crossroads. The world is changing rapidly. Technological advancements, global interconnectedness, and societal challenges demand that our graduates are not only knowledgeable but also adaptable, ethical, and empathetic. Education can no longer be confined to the mere transmission of information. It must nurture the whole individual intellectually, emotionally, socially, as well as morally. A holistic approach ensures that we prepare students not just for careers, but for life. It empowers them to think critically, act responsibly, and contribute meaningfully to the society. There are few dimensions of the holistic higher education. I would like to mention few of them. Like first one for the students' point of view is innovative curriculum. We must move beyond rigid disciplinary boundaries and embrace interdisciplinary learning that we are talking today, that we are talking about social science, talking about technology and the law. Real world problems do not come labeled as physics, economics, chemistry, sociology. They require integrated approach to resolve them. Project-based learning, experiential education, and research-driven pedagogy can make this possible. Then second may be the skill development for the 21st century. That is the need of the hour. In this we can say 4 C's are very important for our graduates. And these 4 C's are critical thinking, creativity, communication, and collaboration skills. And other point may be the values and ethics. Like education without value is incomplete. We must instill integrity, empathy, and a sense of social responsibility among our youth. In an era of rapid change, these timeless principles will anchor our students. I would like to add that Amity University is an institution that not only nurtures talent of students by making them more knowledgeable, but also inculcate values and ethics in them to make them socially responsible citizens of the country, the great Bharat. So we must think of these points. Few other points may be technology integration that we're talking today with regard to merging the technology, the social sciences, the law. So digital tools can democratize the learning, but they must be used wisely. Technology should enhance inclusivity and innovation, not widen the divides. Important to make it more closer. Well-being and mental health is also important aspect that must be considered for the holistic approach, and that is the academic success cannot come to the cost of emotional well-being. Institutions must create safe, supportive environment that foster resilience and happiness among the students. And for this, the role of faculty is manifold. Faculty members are the torch bearers of this transformation. You are not just instructors, you are mentors, you are guides, and you are role models for the students. Your ability to inspire curiosity, encourage dialogue, and nurture creativity will determine the success of holistic education. Continuous professional development, research engagement, and openness to new pedagogical methods are essential. And that's why we are organizing this FDP that is already saying that faculty development program. So here we are talking about the development of faculty internationally. So this FDP is a step in that direction, a platform to learn, share, and grow together. How faculty members can implement holistic approaches? I would like to mention a few points here. Number one, by strengthening teacher-student relationship. To create a positive learning environment, strengthening teachers and student relationship is the most important element. The role of a teacher in holistic education is to build trust, provide a learning environment, and guide in both good and bad situations. Engagement and motivation of students is also an important aspect. So holistic education contributes towards active participation, motivation through the development of learning environment that is participatory rather than consuming information. They learn to inquire and engage as well as learn to work together. So this type of experience or experiential learning raises the intrinsic motivation of the students since they own the learning process. Then fostering positive learning approaches are also important, by which working on various learning methods that enhance their capacity we can do. Holistic education also teaches the importance of creativity and innovation, and students are encouraged to think and follow their heart. Holistic education generates a love of learning, as those positive learning experiences help to build inside a person. Prepare students for a complex world is also one of the aspects. For the faculty members, a big challenge that the world is facing a lot of problems and challenges, including learners. So to get flexible learning, implementation of holistic education can be a beneficial step. By learning them critical thinking skills, global awareness, and how to solve social challenges in real life, learners can resolve big problems. And also, at last, I would like to say, reduce academic pressure. That is very much on our students. So holistic education decreases the stress that most students in a conventional teaching learning environment experience. In memory-based rote learning and standardized test-based evaluation that increases the anxiety among the students, the holistic approach works differently, which enable students to maximize their potential without any pressure. I would like to mention something about the MIT's approach. The MIT's vision is aligned with the national priorities, such as the National Education Policy 2020, which emphasizes flexibility, multidisciplinary learning, and skill development. We must also build strong partnership with industry and society to ensure that education remains relevant and impactful. As we embark on this journey, let us remember education is not just about filling minds, it's about shaping lives. Together, we can create an ecosystem that nurtures academic excellence, human values, and global citizenship. Let us embrace this holistic approach not as a policy mandate, but as a personal mission by working collectively to transform our classrooms into a space of innovation, empathy, and lifelong learning. I wish this faculty development program a great success. At the last, I would like to mention one or two shlokas that are relevant to today's this faculty development program. The first shloka is Satyamev Jayate. Always remember, only truth prevails. That is taken from the Munduk Upanishad, and it is the foundation of law and justice in India. And second is Yato Dharm Istato Jaya. Jahan dharm hai, wahan vijay hai. Where there is religion, there is victory. So I wish this faculty development program a great success. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much, sir. A remarkable academician is one who not only imparts knowledge, but also instills values, inspiring students to think beyond books. A true leader is one who leads by example, guiding with vision, humility, and unwavering dedication. Together, these qualities creates a personality who shapes mind, builds careers, and leave an everlasting impact on everyone they touch. Now I take the privilege of introducing you to the illuminating fountainhead of visionary ideas. Lieutenant General V.K. Sharma, Ati Vishishta Seva Medal, joined the prestigious National Defense Academy and passed out as a permanent commissioned army officer from the Indian Military Academy on 31st March 1972. Sir was granted the President's Commission in the Corps of Signal in the Indian Army, served the Indian Army for almost 40 years and retired from the second highest rank of Lieutenant General, which is a 3-star and flag rank of Army. During his meritorious service, He held several command and staff appointments and participated in Operation Rakshak and Operation Vijay of the Kargil War. Sir also served for almost 7 years in the Jammu and Kashmir Valley in Srinagar in the ranks of captain, colonel, and brigadier. Sir has also been an excellent academician in addition to being a military leader. He had the unique distinction of standing first in BE, ME, MMS programs. Sir has also been an instructor at Institute of Armament Technology, Girnagar, Pune, which has now been redesignated as Defense Institute of Armament Technology. Sir has also been the commandant of Military College of Telecommunication Engineering located at Mau, Madhya Pradesh for a period of 3 years. During service in Army, he has traveled to almost every nook and corner of the country and has also headed military delegations of France, Germany, and the United States of America. For his meritorious service to the nation, he was awarded the Ati Vishishta Seva Medal by the Honorable President of India on 26 January 2011. He has also held the appointment of Colonel Commandant of the Corps of Signals for a period of almost 4 years. Sir is the founding Vice Chancellor of Amity University, Madhya Pradesh, Gwalior. He is presently Pro-Chancellor of Amity University, Madhya Pradesh, Gwalior. Amity University has been exponentially growing and has been just amongst the best private universities in Madhya Pradesh twice by CMAI and NIRF. Most recently, the university has been ranked the best private university in Madhya Pradesh and amongst the top 25 universities in India by India Today in 2021. He has also been instrumental in introducing a host of best practices aimed at fostering academic excellence in the university. We now request our Honorable Pro-Chancellor, Sir, to kindly enlighten us with his word of wisdom. Please, sir.
Good morning to all those who are online. Dr. Dilip Uke, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Maharashtra National Law University, Mumbai, Professor Dr. R.S. Tomar, the Vice Chancellor of Amity University, Madhya Pradesh, Gwalior, Professor Dr. M.P. Kaushik, the Pro-Vice Chancellor, Research and Dean Research of Amity University, Madhya Pradesh, General Rajendra Kumar, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, Seva Medal, and the Professor and Director of Amity Law School, Gwalior, all the teachers, professors of Amity Law Schools have joined online, and all the participants who are in the FDP online today. The topic, holistic approach in higher education, merging innovative pedagogies with interdisciplinary perspectives in law, technology, and social sciences is so apt today that it combines various aspects of law, technology, and social sciences. The aim of education is something that we all must remember, and it has been misinterpreted and taken wrongly today. Today, when a student enters a university, the question which is asked by the parents, इसको कितना पैकेज दिलवा देंगे और इसको जॉब मिल जाएगी नहीं, उसकी गारंटी दे दो. This is a very narrow perspective of education. Education is not only getting about jobs and getting a good package. No, that is an intermediate milestone. The aim of education is holistic development of personality of students so that they can acquire the skills to meaningfully contribute towards national and world growth. That should be the aim of education. which has been amply highlighted in the national education policy, and not the limited aim of education of only getting a job. Because job today, tomorrow you may change the job, you may do your own work, you may earn money. There are thousands of ways of earning money today because of the power of the internet, because of entrepreneurship, and there are other ways to earn money and to live respectfully in the society. That is therefore not the aim of education. The topic focuses on comprehensive development of students who should be able to address the complex societal challenges through a unified framework. And when it talks about pedagogy, pedagogy typically so far it was thought of delivering lectures and somehow completing the syllabi. That is not enough. Today, the teaching should be problem-based teaching based on real experiences, based on the real problems being faced in the world, whether it is with regard to technology, whether it is with regard to the societal problems being faced, or regard to the legal problems, the interpretation of law, and the case studies, simulations, and clinical studies, field work. These all and the practicals, this should form a major part of our teaching pedagogy. And for that, the teachers themselves have to have prepared themselves in a different manner. Just preparing a lecture and delivering there is not good enough, because today knowledge is available on the internet and the books are available also on the internet. There are e-copies of the books which are available, artificial intelligence tools which are available, which can give the exact answers that the students are looking for, and those are easily available. Therefore, teaching the same thing which is easily available and the students are mature enough, they as it is spend long times on the screen, and that kind of teaching is not something that the student looks for when he comes to the university. The students get bored from all this. That is why they tend to skip classes, because in class nothing new is being taught. But whereas to teach this, all this that I mentioned about experience-based learning is something for which the teachers themselves have to be prepared. They have to be prepared in class. When you teach the subject matter or the syllabi, the main contents, main course, in every lecture about 10 minutes or so, about I will say about 1/6 or 1/7 of the time should be devoted towards telling the experience, towards telling a case, towards telling why a thing should be done the way it is or why a thing should not be done, towards discussing the real situations in the world which are happening. Unless those are discussed, the teaching is not holistic and the students will not find the session interesting. To make session interesting, to make sure that the student come and attend the class, that is the job of the teacher, which is a challenge today. Now, coming to the legal aspects, of course, no doubt about it that the law provides a legal, regulatory, and justice framework. But the students of law sometimes think that they are the law. That kind of a thing, since they know the law, so therefore they try to bring everything a legal angle. I'll cite a recent case in which the university conducted a competition in which there were about 47 teams who participated in the competition. One of the teams who got a prize, maybe second or third prize, after the competition was over, after 3 months, they write a long email addressed to the Pro-Chancellor, to me, to the Vice-Chancellor, to the Director of Law, saying that while we appreciate that the university conducted this event on advocacy, and while we also do not want the result to be changed at this stage, but the following aspects need clarification and need a written reply. Now, these aspects, they said, number one, the judges who were nominated to come for the event, in the second day, the judges did not come. Only 3 out of the 3 judges who were to judge the event, only 1 judge came. The other 2 did not come. Then the judges were substituted by some other judges, which was not announced to us earlier. And the event started about half an hour late. although they also acknowledged that although the verbal apology was rendered, but we as the students of law would like to have a written apology from the authorities. Why this was mismanaged and why this happened, and what actions will the university take to ensure that these things do not happen again. And then they threatened further, if the answer to this is not received, we will be free to take up the matter at the higher forums. Fine. Now, this kind of a stance being taken by students of law, do you think this is justified? Is it not just mere wastage of time, or making it awful for the people or the senior functionaries to reply this kind of email? But these are the students of a central university who participated. They got the prize also. But probably they want to now challenge the procedures. Now there can be 20 reasons why the judges did not turn up. Suddenly there was some official matter, and the judges were substituted by also judges who were qualified people, and some delay took place. The verbal apology has been rendered. That should be good enough, and you should leave it at that and not stretch it this far. So from this incident, all that I'm trying to quote is that, are we grooming our students in a mindful manner? Are we making them not intolerant to that extent? The qualities of empathy, the qualities of perseverance, the qualities of patience, the qualities to take things the way they are and not to make a hue and cry of every small thing. These qualities need to be inculcated in the students. How will they come? The beginning is from the home. It is the parents who need to make sure that all these things are taken into account, and the students from psychological, political understanding of the human behavior. All this is very much a part of the students' development. Sorry, I think there was a interruption. So I said that there are about 20% students who are suffering from mental problems, and every student is told to be a leader. Every student is shown that you must develop leadership connections. Now, everyone cannot be a leader. If everyone is a leader, then who will be the followers? Yes, you can be a leader in your own way. Even in a home, when you are a head of a family, you are a leader. When you are in a group of 4 or 5 students discussing there, you are a leader. You are a leader in your own way, and to become, I remember one of the students who came to me, he said, "Sir, my ambition is to become the President of India." Yes, you have high ambitions, but to say that nothing less than that will be acceptable to you is not correct. So therefore, these are some of the things I think which we must remember, that we want not only specialists in a particular field, in law or in technology, we want human beings with emotional intelligence, with ethical reasoning, with civil responsibility sense, and who prepare the graduate to be adaptable, lifelong learners, and capable of navigating a rapidly changing world. The world is changing so rapidly today that our thinking and our alignment of our vision must keep changing accordingly. And problems which come up on daily level, those need to be sorted out also by all of us. The peer pressure, the pressure of the parents, the pressure from the universities, their own pressures, their own relationships, all this they must learn to handle. Unless we do that, then only it will be possible for us to make all-rounded personalities who will then be able to undertake all the challenges of life. So this is a very good opportunity, especially for those who are listening to this, and to make sure that you align mentally towards what is happening today. So I wish this FDP, which is going to last for about a week, all the very best. And thank you very much for giving me this opportunity and listening to me. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much, sir. Distinguished guests, esteemed faculty members, researchers, and participants from across the globe. Today, we embark on a journey to redefine higher education through innovation and collaboration. It is my immense privilege to now invite our chief guest and keynote speaker, a visionary leader whose contribution to legal education have transformed institutions and inspired generations. Professor Dr. Dilip Oke, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Maharashtra National Law University, Mumbai, Professor of Law, former Head, Department of Law, Savitribai Phule University, former Pro-Chancellor and Acting Vice Chancellor, Swami Ramanand Tirth, Marathwada University, Nanded, a distinguished academician, prolific scholar, and architect of progressive legal pedagogies. Honorable Vice Chancellor graduated from Nagpur University in first class in 1989. He pioneered reforms and bridged traditional laws with emerging challenges in technology and social sciences. His extensive experience as an educator, administrator, and thought leader made him the Vice Chancellor of Maharashtra National Law University, Mumbai. He has been awarded many national and international awards. He has headed 2 projects of Child Development and Right, a social legal study in 2008 from BCUD, Pune University as principal investigator, and Right to Information Act and its impact on governance from BCUD, Pune University as co-investigator. He has to his credit 33 research publications, 4 books, 66 seminar conferences, workshop, and has conducted many trainings. He has been nominated and has nominations and memberships of more than 46 national and international scientific bodies, and has more than 53 lectures delivered and academic interaction taking place. Under his guidance, 12 PhDs have been awarded, and he is guiding 6 more. Sir has served on multiple national bodies like UGC, NAC, UPSC, State Public Service Commissions, viz. Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Odisha, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, etc., including judges selection panels. Recently, Sir has conducted training sessions for judges from Bangladesh and Fiji at National Judicial Academy, Bhopal. Sir has served as member of Senate, Board of Studies, Academic Councils, Executive Council of State Universities, Central Universities, and National Law Universities. Sir has been nominated as member of UGC MHRD panel of experts about institutions of eminence. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a thunderous applause as we invite Professor Dr. Dilip Oke to deliver the keynote address on holistic approach in higher education, merging innovative pedagogies with interdisciplinary perspective in law, technology, and social sciences. Sir, please, we eagerly await your insights.
Thank you, madam. At the outset, I thank and congratulate Amity University for conducting this faculty development program and inviting me to be with you on this auspicious occasion of inaugural. Honorable Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Director, staff, and dear fellow participants in this International Faculty Development Program. Very good morning to all of you. It is indeed a matter of privilege and happiness to be with you on this fine morning. Due to some urgent work, I could not join in time, as well as now also I'll be in little hurry. I'll be brief because having heard all the illustrious speakers, I don't think that much is left for me to share with you all. However, all of us are teachers, and we need to understand what is the role of a teacher. Firstly, teacher's role is not merely to pass the information, whatever we have. Rather, I say someone that research and teaching, somebody said that they are two different things. No, it is not so to my understanding. They are the two sides of the same coin. Unless you are a good teacher, you can't be a good researcher. And unless you are a good researcher, you can't be a good teacher. Moreover, when you talk about a law, which is very evergreen, evolving field, wherein it changes with the changing time as per the wants, demands, desires of the time and society. In view of this, it is necessary for us as a faculty, as a teacher, to not only to read the law, either in a book, paper, or a judgment, but we need to go beyond the law. As it is said that there is a law beyond the law. And that beyond the law is your first and foremost is your own analysis, your own interpretation, and then application. As someone had pointed out earlier, that law is not in the textbook. Whatever the law which is there in the book, either or the constitution, it is not the law per se, but rather, as it has been referred to Article 141 of the Indian Constitution, that is the law declared by the Supreme Court, which is binding. It means that the text of the law may remain the same as it is. I think Sir has referred to Article 21. Even as it was there right from the beginning, it is now also, at this moment, it is the same. No person shall be deprived from his right to life and personal liberty, except according to procedure established by law. That's all. It is the same as it was. But however, its interpretation, its analysis and application as it was evolved in Maneka Gandhi since then has undergone not only a change, but rather the sea change. In view of this, there are multiple instances, there are multiple facets. I do not wish to go in all the details because all of you are teachers, all of you are researchers. So for this, it is not only the statute which is important, for which it is not only the constitution per se, or text of the constitution which is important. Law is to be trusted, needs to be trusted in the judgments, in the decisions delivered by the particularly of the highest court of the land, that is the Supreme Court of India. When we do that, it is necessary to be cautious enough. Why? Because the kind of the mistake which we commit, that whatever we read, that is to be the law. No. Therein also the two distinctive parts. One is ratio and another one is omitted, for which we need to firstly take out the minority dissenting judgments, and then we need to read it in the majority decision. So what is the ratio? We need to understand what is that ratio which is binding, because bindingness or authoritativeness of the law emanates from the ratio, not from the judgment as such. In view of this, it is necessary not only that to know what is the bindingness or what is the authoritativeness of that particular law. It is equally important for us as a teacher, and that's what rather the faculty development program plays a very vital role. And that's what we call it as a holistic development. That having read the judgment, obviously, it has to be based upon some provisions of some legislations or the constitution as such. But it is for us to ascertain, to determine, to analyze, to interpret whether that particular principle or rule laid down in that particular judgment in context of some other provision, whether that is proper or not, whether it is correct or not. And that's why the skill of the teacher, role of the teacher, responsibility of the teacher, and the skill of the teacher becomes vital, becomes important one. And therein, as we pass the information, yes, it was held so, and that's what this judgment or law are declared as such. It is not. As a teacher, it is our responsibility. As a teacher, it is our role to find out whether that particular judgment is correct or not. And if it is not correct, why it is not correct. And if it is correct, why it is correct. Reasons, rationale of that particular decision. And that's why once we read the judgment, once we read the decision, we need to read from the down under what lies therein. And it is not only the law, the philosophy which might be ingrained, incorporated in particular judgment, say like earlier judgments delivered by Justice Krishna Iyer or Justice Bhagwati, Justice Ochinappa Reddy. They assume such a significance. In view of this, it is necessary for us as a teacher. Why? Because now we talk about technology, emergence of technology. AI and ChatGPT has become so handy today. No doubt, it is advantageous one. No one would rule out, no one would deny. Yet it is necessary for us even to understand, because now because of technology, everything is available on the click of the button. But the pleasure which we derive to read the original text in detail, that pleasure technology doesn't give. I don't mean that we should not resort to, we should not read it from the technology. What happens that's in some cases or in some time, those original decisions translated or transformed may not give the correct idea or correct picture. And therein we may also sometimes falter. It is necessary for us to take the abundant care. The emerging areas like AI, like crypto, there are various in air and space, maritime, world trade, international trade. There are various public health and law, policy and law. There are various divergent areas and fields which are being emerged and emerging still. For us, here in India, there is no law for crypto till now. As such, if it is a money, then whether RBI can be the regulator. As an instance, if it is not money, it is only an investment, then whether the SEBI can be the regulator. Because there is no law, concrete law as such. That's why when there is a vacuum of such law, the role of a teacher becomes more important one, more vibrant. It is our responsibility, it is our duty to find out, to come out with some kind of the rationale, with some kind of the reasoning. No, this is the correct way as such. Even the policy making, policy framing, we need to play some kind of the role as such. And that's why it is necessary as a teacher, it is necessary as a faculty that no doubt, as you know, the technology is there, AI. In case of AI also, no, concrete law is not there yet completely. The policy guidelines have been issued. Like the GDPR is there. Some other countries are planning, and rather some countries have enacted. India didn't do that yet. Of course, India has developed tremendously in technology, science and technology. I do say that, and we know well that we have an enormous knowledge of technology. We have enormous knowledge of science. We have plenty of knowledge of science. But do we know? We know
so much science, but do we have the science of knowledge? We have enormous knowledge of science, but do we have science of knowledge? And that science of knowledge is nothing but, as earlier pointed out by earlier speaker, those values, human values. Law will not teach, book will not teach, decision will not teach. That is the most important responsibility of a teacher. What are those values? Today, what we need, it is not only the knowledge-based education, but value-based education. Because those human values are being eroded day by day. In view of this, every teacher, every faculty need to understand that what is his or her responsibility. Of course, in a class, suppose there are 100, it is not possible to transform or to inculcate all values in those 100. But at least we can make an attempt, we can make an effort. But when we decide to inculcate those values, it is equally important that we have to have those values first amongst us. Unless we have those values, basic human values, how to inculcate? And it can't be so that we will only preach, we will only teach, but we won't follow. That's why. When we talk about the faculty development, today the program begins. Afterward, we call it as a FDP, Faculty Development Program. Program begins today. After the conclusion of this program, whichever the amount of period of time, would there be a development in faculty? Should it not be the development of faculty in terms of knowledge, in terms of skills, in terms of values, and not only the development, but the application, implementation of that knowledge, whatever it is, or skills, whatever they are, or values, whichever they are. Unless we do this, I don't think that we may conduct several faculty development programs, but if there is no development after the conclusion of this FDP, it is useless. It is our collective responsibility of all of us to understand the motive, the object, the rationale behind this. And though can't say I'm sure, but I'm hopeful that this message will go to at least some to realize and understand what is the significance, importance, not in terms of only API counting or calculating API, not in terms of the promotion as, not in terms of career advancement as such. There may be advancement in career. What about the advancement in terms of as an individual teacher, as an individual faculty? Therein, the Amity University-like institution really plays a very, very vital and important role. I wish you all the best to all of you, and thank once again to management for giving me this opportunity to share my few thoughts with all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Dilip. Okay. Once again, thank you very much for sparing your valuable time.
Pleasure, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. With hearts brimming with inspiration from our distinguished leaders and minds ignited with interdisciplinary excellence, let us now embark on this transformative journey together. The International Faculty Development Program officially begins today. I request all the worthy participants to kindly join the very first session of the International Faculty Development Program through the link provided in the chat box, where Professor Dr. Kiran Rai, Professor South Asia University, New Delhi, will be joining us to deliver her first lecture on the topic Integrating Technology and Law, Artificial Intelligence and Legal Tech in Classrooms. I thank all the dignitaries for joining us today for the inaugural session and blessing the event with your best wishes. Thank you so much, everyone.
Before closing, I would like to express my sincere thanks to Dr. Dilip for giving an inspirational address and motivating the faculty members to become a different faculty after they have done this program. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thanks to all.
Thank you. We can now close the program.
Thank you, sir.